Terrific. Thank you, Courtney. Hi, everybody. I'm Curtis Robinhold, Executive Director of the Port of Portland. What a treat to listen to these great presentations today. Really enjoyed our time. I'm here with Ian McDonald from the Tallwood Design Institute, and we're here representing the Oregon Mass Timber Coalition, which is a coalition of leading universities and government agencies in Oregon. And together, we've developed a suite of connected projects that will be, we think, transformative for the mass timber market and for Oregon, but more importantly, really address three existential issues of our time: climate resilience, equity, and housing. So what is mass timber? You see a picture here on the left. Mass timber, it's really an umbrella term to describe engineered wood products that consist of multiple layers of lumber joined together by glue or other fasteners that essentially form solid timber panels or beams. It's engineered for high strength ratings, similar to those of concrete and steel, but it's significantly lighter in weight. And it's also an environmentally sustainable and friendly solution, less carbon intensive material, and widely used now in building systems around the world. So a little background on our project. Oregon's the largest producer of lumber and plywood in the United States, and our working forests are still carefully managed to protect wildlife and clean water. This project is a real opportunity, we think, to create meaningful jobs in rural communities and also in urban communities in advanced wood manufacturing. In the last 5 years, Oregon's really attained a first mover advantage in the burgeoning field of mass timber. In fact, just last week at Portland International Airport, we welcomed President Biden to look at our mass timber roof at our new airport construction. Our proposal seeks to connect the sourcing, manufacturing, and deployment of mass timber in our region. The goal really to create jobs from sustainable wood products grown and manufactured in Oregon. We aim to harness the advantage I described to really bring back jobs all along the supply chain, beginning in our rural communities through thinning and harvesting, moving to this advanced wood manufacturing at a housing unit factory, and finally in the assembly and finishing of high quality housing units throughout the region. Ian?
Thanks, Curtis. So our state has seen, like California, like Washington, unprecedented wildfires in recent years on a scale we just haven't seen before. And these have threatened lives and livelihoods, and they've lowered the carbon sequestering benefits of our forests. But we can reduce this threat by restoration forestry, which means selectively removing smaller, skinnier trees while leaving others to continue to grow. The forest becomes healthier and more resilient as a result, and we can use those small trees to make mass timber products. So we create more fiber from sustainable sources to enable this fledgling industry to grow and to scale. But our coalition actually wants to go a lot further than that. Our state has a critical need for new housing, and for many Oregonians, housing is just priced beyond their means. So we'll carry out the research and development, prototyping, technical testing to launch new mass timber modular housing as a subsector of our mass timber industry. We'll deploy a thoughtful and comprehensive workforce development strategy to support jobs from the forest all the way through to the construction site. And we'll work with equitable development experts to ensure that these new jobs are accessible and attractive to those in marginalized communities. And the housing that we produce from these low carbon materials will lower the greenhouse gas footprint of our built environment. Curtis.
Thanks, Ian. So what is the opportunity? It's really a centerpiece that's housing manufacturing factory using mass timber at a marine terminal in Portland. So I ask you to imagine, if you would, a future where rural jobs create forest resilience, sourcing sustainable wood products. A building innovation hub manufactures and supplies modular housing, bringing advanced manufacturing skills to workers in communities who have missed out on big economic development projects in the past. And a world where affordable mass timber housing units address critical demands for high quality housing in the region. And finally, a real driver for us is that we think this is a scalable vision. It's one that can be replicated where forest product markets exist, and one that will create additional positive social and climate impacts as investment increases. So again, we just really appreciate your time today. and welcome any questions you might have at this time.